Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to present the ever popular viewer emails. And I've got 3 really delightful emails I'd like to share with my viewers. And the first one, it comes from Michael. Now Michael's requested that I don't mention his last name. He'd like to remain anonymous. And that's highly respected. That's fine. At the Archie Luxury channel, we respect our viewers. And he goes, "Hi Archie. First off, love the channel. I try to listen to it every day. The 50 Aussie dollars I sent is towards Archie not buying a new microphone, as I love the Archie sound." Yes, Michael very kindly sent 50 Australian dollars to Archie as a donation. Thank you so much, Michael. That really is so appreciated. Anyone else who wants to make a small donation, I very gladly accept all PayPal donations. And if you click at the description of this video, I'll put the email address, so anyone who wants to make a donation, they're more than welcome to. I love the sound of he doesn't want me to change the microphone because he loves the Archie sound. The other $5 is to tell Jerry Harvey to fuck off from me, but mainly for the time you spend on the channel, since I watch your channel almost every day and feel that as a fan I get a lot of enjoyment from your show. Since I am not living in Australia anymore, I would spend more than this on taking you out for a drink, so money well spent. I am living in Stockholm now and surrounded by beautiful women, as you can imagine. Before I moved here, I thought it was all myth, but it's true. I like your love of collecting great watches and fucking hate shit watches. I admit I have 2 Breitlings, the most overpriced ETA watches out there. I think besides Hublot, if you buy one of these you should be shot. I am currently into the collecting phase of interesting vintage watches. Recent purchases have been an Omega Flightmaster 1969 and a Hoya calculator watch. I cannot agree more with you that tags are total shit watches, and I class them between fake Chinese watches and Grand Seiko. I think that the theory of Darwinism is disproved by people who buy Grand Seiko and tag Hoya watches. Like you, I am a total brand snob for myself. What other people wear, I don't care about. My girlfriend and I went looking for watches for her, and she picked out the Breguet Type 20. Without me saying a word, she decided on a boring Rolex. I have the GMT 2 with the ceramic bezel, which is funny since I always said to my watch collecting friends I would never buy a Rolex. She decided on a boring Rolex over the woman's Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore for a sporty watch. If you are ever in Europe, please let me know. I would love to meet up with you in person, as I think we have a lot of similar views. Whilst times are good for me financially, I will try to donate regularly. Anyway, mate, take care, and I hope you can put that $50 towards something useful. Kind regards, Mike. P.S. I like my privacy, so don't mention my name publicly. Thanks. And I gotta say, this is a beautiful email from Mike, and I'm not going to mention his last name because he's requested to remain private. And I got to say, yeah, look, that's a great email, Mike, and thank you so much for that donation. And yes, I've lived in Bangkok. Quite a few years ago, I lived in Bangkok for 2 years, and yes, they said it was all a myth too, and it's not. It's so true. It's so true. And if I didn't have my great Japanese wife, there's no fucking way in the world I'd be staying in Oz. I'd be in fucking bangers, that's for sure. And yes, and interesting comments there. Look, I don't think Breitling's that terminal. I mean, look, I do love the highly polished Breitling pieces. You know, they do make some. The Navi Timer is a classic. The dial is classic. I know it's got a Valjoux 7750, and I know, but Oh, there's something about that brand. I wouldn't quite dismiss it so quickly. You know, I've got a love-hate relationship with Breitling. I've just bought a Super Ocean myself because it was a good deal, and I'm trying to get rid of it. I've got it in an auction house to try and fuck it off because it was just too heavy. It didn't make me happy. Omega Flightmaster from 1969. That's a great fucker. Lovely piece. Any of those, you know, those chronograph Omegas, vintage chronograph Omegas, they're good fuckers. And anything that's Hoya, this is pre-tag Hoya, classic. You know, you've got the Hoya Monaco, the Silverstone, any of those Hoya classics, and the calculator. Fuck, that's a cool fucker of a watch. It's a cracker. And any of those there are fucking good pieces to have. You know, they're very different to Tag Heuer, which is just marketing fluff. And I agree. You know, Heuer, that's a fucking good. You know, any vintage Heuers are great pieces. And I'm almost, you know, I'd almost say the reissue Monaco is. It's almost acceptable. Okay, there you go. I've said it. Okay, but no, that's great. And yeah, you got some great taste there in pieces, and I'm really pleased that you enjoy the show. Thank you so much. It's just a beautiful letter to get, and I've been feeling a bit down. The family, you know, I went over to my old man's luxury apartment. He's got a fight with my brother, and my stepmother, her kids are fighting. It's all fucking vicious. So, you know, I've been a little bit down, and to get a $50 donation and a nice email from Mike like that, that's fucking nice. That's fucking nice. I can tell you one thing, Mike. My stingy ass brother, he wouldn't fucking give me $50 for my 40th birthday, the little asshole. So yeah, Mike, I'm touched. I'm really, really touched by that. Thank you. Thanks so much for that generosity. That's just gorgeous. Next email, and this is Weddings and Watches. And this is a great email. Hi, Archie. First things first, I've been a big fan of the channel for quite some time and have made a donation to keep the channel up and running. Thank you so much there, Alan. That's beautiful. One of the things I like most about the channel is that you upload new material frequently, and it's always nice to listen to your new commentary on my long drives. Being in sales, I can relate to a lot of your stories, and they usually have me laughing in the car, which is always nice after I get done dealing with some arsehole customers. But back to why I'm writing you. My fiance and I got engaged earlier in the year, and we're about to tie the knot down in New Orleans on October 6th. In addition to the rings, we wanted to buy each other presents to celebrate the occasion. She's known that I'm really into watches for as long as we've been together, so it's almost a given that I'll be receiving a watch for my wedding present. Like most women, she had no idea what differentiated a quality watch from a cheap watch, so I've been educating her over the past few months. Luckily for me, she's a woman that can appreciate a brand name when she hears one, and part of the fun for her was being able to tell her friends and family she bought a watch that people would recognize and respect. Prior to following your channel, I really didn't know much about the Speedmaster or the Explorer 2, but have come to love both models. Those were my top two choices, and I had one hell of a time figuring out which one I wanted. As far as Explorer 2s go, I looked at both the 16570 and the 216570 models. At first glance, I liked the new 42mm version better, but did think it wore extremely large even on a big guy like myself. Since this is a watch I plan on keeping forever, I thought it might be best to get the more classically proportioned 16570 like yours. And by the side-by-side video comparison that the protocol guide uploaded really sealed the deal for me, and since I already owned an Omega, it only made sense to go for the Rolex. About a month ago, she surprised me with a gorgeous white dial Explorer 2. It was my first Rolex and I absolutely love it, since it was from Michelle. It turns out her dad is friends with a gentleman who operates a Rolex dealership, and he just had an Explorer 2 16570 that came in that was less than a year old, that he'd sold. They refurbished the case and bracelet and it looks like brand new. She also had him engrave our initials on the back as well as the date we are getting married. As for what I got her, she said she didn't want diamond earrings or a diamond necklace, which completely threw me off. And since she's never worn a watch before, I didn't think she would be interested. But after looking around for mine, she got the bug and decided she wanted a watch too. I explained the difference between quartz and mechanical movements, but she couldn't care less. She wanted something that was low maintenance, looked good, and a brand that other women would recognize. She liked the Lady Datejust, but wanted to look at a few other options. We were in Nashville. We went and looked at some Cartier watches. I couldn't believe it, but she really loved the size and look of the small tank Solo. So that's what I ended up picking up for her. I thought you might have enjoyed a few shots of our watches for your viewer email segment, especially since you helped steer me onto the Classic Explorer 2. By the way, you featured a watch a while back worn by Elvis. If you're in Memphis, let me know and I'll give you I'll take you to Graceland. I'm sure you will be underwhelmed as we were. Keep up the good work. I might need you to broker a deal for a Speedy Pro for me sometime in the future. My Seamaster Planet Ocean has been a pain in the ass. After it gets back from service, I may flip it to fund a Speedy Pro. Best regards, Alan. And what a lovely email, and the pictures that you can see on the screen are from Alan. And so what just a fucking beautiful email. I mean you think there's no fucking hope in the world, and you get a lovely email like this from Alan and his beautiful fiancée Michelle. And I've asked Alan, please send me some pics of your beautiful sweetheart and yourself. I'd love to put these on the viewer emails there. And Alan, I gotta be honest with you, the Explorer 2, that is a fucking fantastic choice. I mean, you couldn't have fucking done better. The White Dial Explorer 2, man, that's a piece you can keep forever. And look, I know at times I'm a bit of a Patek snob, and I show you Breguets and APs, Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks, and some fucking fancy shit. But I gotta tell you, at the end of the day, my Explorer 2, I love that little fucker. And I've had times where I've been on the bones of my ass and had no watches, and I've absolutely yearned for an Explorer 2. I thought, if I won some money, I'd buy an Explorer 2. And I tell you what, White Dial Explorer 2, it looks fantastic in a suit, fantastic for your wedding, and fuck, what a beautiful piece. It's just a cracker, absolute cracker. And I agree 100% with you. I think the classic size, that's the size to get. And look, there's a fucking huge cost saving too. I mean, the price of the 42mm is a big step up. And what the fuck for? I actually love the Classic Explorer 2. I think it's the original size. It's the proper size. I think I really don't think it's worth the extra for the bigger size watch. And I agree with you. I think the proportions of the Explorer 2, the 16570, are fucking perfect. I wouldn't be fucking with that formula. I think it's absolutely perfect. And I'm a big guy too, and fuck, if I say it's big enough, it's big enough. And I just love it. I gotta tell you, Alan, sometimes I thought, do I get rid of my Explorer 2? And thank God I didn't. It's a keeper. It's a keeper, and I love the white dial. There's not many sports watches that can, that have the white dial, and the Explorer 2 pulls it off beautifully. So you are one lucky fucker. That's all I can say. You are one lucky fucker. That's for sure. And let's have a quick talk about your watch you bought for your fiancée, which was the Cartier Tank Solo in steel. And I gotta tell you, that's a fucking beautiful choice. And, I saw the pics of it. I've been a little bit soft on Cartier. I've been a bit harsh on it. But fuck, Cartier really is a design classic. And, my wife, I said to her, you can have any watch you want. And she wanted a Quartz Patek 24. There's nothing wrong with quartz in ladies' watches. And believe you me, Cartier will be able to service that forever. They'll always, if something did majorly go wrong, they're quite reasonable, and it's a great watch. It's a great watch, and I got to say this honestly to you. There's nothing wrong with buying a quartz watch for your fiance. That's a good choice, okay? It's a good choice. Just be a bit careful with it. It's not waterproof, so just make sure she doesn't take it in water. That's the worst thing you can do with that type of watch. Your Explorer is, but the Cartier, it's water resistant, but I wouldn't be putting it in water, okay? That's the only advice I give you there, but it's a fucking cracker. It's not a musty Cartier. It's a proper Cartier with the capital letters, not the running writing. And fuck, that's a proper Cartier. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Mate, I love it. I tell you this now, you've reignited the Cartier flame in me after I saw your beautiful, your fiance's Tank Solo. It's a cracker of a piece. And I think what a bloody perfect pair. A Cartier and an Explorer too. I mean, fuck, what two beautiful watches there, and they're classy, they're professional, they're both, you can wear them for any occasion, and fuck, what a lucky man, just starting, marriage with a beautiful woman, someone who understands your hobby, and geez, I just got to say to you, wear that watch every day, take care of it, look after it, and please tell me how things go. Let me know when you have your firstborn child, and maybe you could give the middle name could be Archibald, Archie from this channel. That's just a suggestion, but look, that's just fantastic. It's a cracker, absolute cracker. They're beautiful pieces. They're beautiful, sexy, gorgeous pieces. I'm so happy for this couple. What a fucking wonderful commitment, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and best of luck for your wedding day, which is just around the corner, and best of luck there. Okay, the third and final email, and this just came in. It said, "Hi Archie, 2 weeks ago I bought an Omega Seamaster James Bond watch. This is the automatic model. I know you think Seamaster wearers are arrogant and dumb, yet I can assure you I'm not. I wanted to know what you think of my watch. I thought I should tell you that I'm a huge fan. My next watch I hope will be a couple of Rolexes, then maybe an AP, then a Vacheron dress watch, and finally a Patek. This is my plan over the long run. Sadly, at this stage in life, my funds aren't there. Wanted to let you know I really like and subscribe to your show, and your Patek is the most beautiful piece I've seen. Thanks in advance." And this is just a wonderfully nice email from Watch Lover. And let me just let's just back the truck up there, Watch Lover. I gotta say this: the Omega Speedmaster James Bond automatic, it's a fucking cracker of a piece. I love it. Absolutely love it, and I'd like to take this time in the show here to apologize to anyone who I've said it's fucked. Look, I'm an entertainer, okay? I go out there, I'm a bit of a shock jock, I go out there, I'm there to get ratings. And, I had a few things against the Omega, a few wankers I know had them, but fuck, I gotta tell you this now. I had the Quartz one, I sold it. And I still prefer the Speedmaster to the Seamaster, but the Seamaster is a fucking cracker of a piece. If I had a choice of having a new Submariner ceramic or an Omega Seamaster James Bond, I'd take the fucking James Bond automatic any day of the week. It's a cooler piece. I love the bracelet. I love the quality. And look, horology, it's not about fucking getting the Patek or getting the Vacheron or, you know, all these fancy names there. It's a good fucking start. And I gotta say this, you know, I really rethinked the Omega thing, and I was a bit of an asshole about it. And I was wrong, okay? I was wrong. Omega makes some fucking amazing stuff. I love the brand. And I think you're really lucky to have it. I think it's a great piece. I don't think it's a bad choice at all. I think it's a better choice than I don't really like these new, bigger, you know, these fat Rolexes that are out there. I really love the classic sizes, and Seamaster I think is a fucking cracker of a piece. And the auto version, look, I don't really like quartz in men's. I had a few quartz and I got rid of them. They're a bit doggy. I know it's got an ETA movement, but that's not terminal. An Omega is a fucking good start in watch collecting. I'd much rather have an Omega to a Tag Heuer or mediocre pieces of shit. Omega is a great brand. It's getting stronger as time goes on. Great brand, great product line, and I'm really fucking excited for Omega. I've got my Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon, but I love the Seamaster. I really do. I wouldn't discount it just yet. I said a lot of harsh things about it, but hey, fuck, times change, okay? Times change, and I think the Seamaster James Bond is a fucking cracker of a piece. I think it's a cracker of a piece, and I think your advice is good there. You hope to next get a couple of Rolexes. Look, I'd probably go pre-ceramic. I don't like these fucking ceramic things, or pre-Datejust 2. You know, the 36mm Datejust size is great. The 36mm Day-Date size is great, and the 90s sapphire sports watches like the Explorer 2 Submariner date, the 16610, the Explorer 2's the 16570. You know, those are fucking classics, and I think you can't go wrong with that there as a choice. You know, they're great. Maybe an AP down the track, a Vacheron dress watch, and finally a Patek. Look, that sounds like a really good plan there, and I got to say this to you. I got a good friend, Descartes, corporate lawyer, earns a fucking mozza. And my good mate Descartes, what was one of his major accomplishments? Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. That's right. This is the caliber of watch it is. He's a fucking highfalutin lawyer. He's he's minted, okay? He's successful. He's got Porsches. He stays at fucking ridiculously overpriced places in the south of France. You know, he's a mover and a shaker, and to him, the Omega is an amazing watch. And I'm nowhere near that income level, and I think the brand is fantastic, and I think the brand is fucking amazing. And if that's your start in collecting, that's a fucking good start. That's something you should be proud of. Nothing wrong with that Omega at all. I think it's a great piece. I wouldn't buy a sub now. Okay, I wouldn't buy a sub. I don't like this new choice. I love the Omega. So there you go. Archie's reformed. He's apologized, and I still think Tag sucks. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think.